Hello, everyone, and welcome. Welcome back to Obas Trending Gist. Today, we are diving into a hot button issue that is stirring conversation across Nigeria and beyond. Niger State Governor Umar Bago has made a significant statement regarding religious preaching in his state, confirming a policy that requires a preacher to submit their sermon for review. This move, aimed at balancing governance with religious practice, is sparking debate about freedom of speech, religious liberty, and government's role in spiritual matters. Is this a necessary step for security or a slippery slope towards censorship? Let's hear directly from the governor himself. So sit back and take a watch.
Welcome back, Governor. Umar Bago, Executive Governor of Niger State, is to my guest. Governor Bago, before we went on the break, we're talking about security and how it's helping assist the farming population and of course, agriculture now. But let's talk about different measures of security. We're hearing the debate about the kinetic and the non-kinetic approach. Now there's also the debate about the state police. President Bola Tinubu is also, showing signs to support the establishment of the state police. For you as a governor, how excited are you about this, and what should be the framework for the establishment of this state police to ensure that the purpose is not defeated?
Okay, first you spoke about the security situation in the state and as it affects farmers. Yes, some miscreants have been terrorizing people for a long time, in rural areas. But by the grace of God, we thank the federal government, we thank the security agencies, for their concerted effort, for the kinetic and non-kinetic approach. For the non-kinetic approach is that we have been able to deliver so many people from ignorance. A lot of scholarship about extremism has been frustrated and foiled. They've been doing a lot of evangelism in terms of creating hatred among people and government. But by the grace of God, now we have gotten a lot of those people, neutralized. Again, with the security agencies across the country, we have been able.
Governor, was that why you banned evangelism in your state? Because
I did not ban evangelism, and has nothing to do with this thing. No. The religious affairs said for anybody going to sermon on a Friday, he should bring his scriptures for review, and it's normal. Even in Saudi Arabia, it's done like that. We cannot say because you have been given opportunity to be a clergy, you go there and preach some gospels that are, anti-people, anti-government, and you think it's normal. This is
I thought it was because of the fear of, extremist ideology being sold to the people.
Yeah,
and indoctrinating them.
Yeah, it's in that direction. It is in that direction. It's in that direction, We want to be able to see what they are preaching, hear what they are saying. We are working together with the security agencies, the Department of State Service, the police, the civil defense, and even the military.
All right, a powerful and quite revealing exchange there between Governor Umar Bago and the TVC News interviewer. The governor was directly asked if his administration has banned evangelism, which he unequivocally denied. However, he then clarifies the actual policy. Anyone intending to deliver a sermon, particularly on a Friday, is expected to bring their scriptures for review. Governor Bago defended this policy by stating it's normal and even draw a comparison to how things are done in Saudi Arabia. The core of his argument lies in preventing the propagation of messages that are anti-people or anti-government. He specifically highlighted the concern echoed by the interviewer about extremist ideology being sold to the people and indoctrinating them. The governor explicitly stated that this policy is indeed in that direction, aiming to see what they are preaching, hear what they are saying. He also mentioned that his administration is working closely with various security agencies, including Department of State Service, DSS, the police, and the civil defense to implement this oversight. This indicates a coordinated effort to monitor religious discourse within the state, driven by concern over public safety and social stability. Now, for my own take on all this, let's break down the implication of this policy. On one hand, the governor's intention to curb extremist ideologies and messages that could incite violence or disunity are understandable, especially in a region grappling with security challenges. No government wants its citizens to be indoctrinated into harmful doctrine. The involvement of security agencies suggests a serious approach to maintaining peace and order. However, on the other hand, this policy raises significant concerns regarding fundamental human rights and democratic principles. Requiring preachers to submit sermons for review could be seen as a direct infringement on freedom of speech and religious expression, which are enshrined in Nigeria's constitution. Who determines what constitutes anti-people or anti-government content? This could potentially open the door to subjective interpretation, leading to censorship or dissenting voices or religious views that simply don't align with the government's narrative. Furthermore, applying a policy reportedly practiced in Saudi Arabia, a country with a different political and religious landscape, to a diverse nation like Nigeria, which boasts significant Christian and Muslim population, might not be appropriate. It could set a precedent that other states or even the federal government might adopt, leading to broader restriction on religious practices. The policy also risks alienating religious communities who might view it as government interference in spiritual matters, potentially fostering distrust rather than cooperation. Striking a balance between national security and fundamental freedom is a delicate act, and policies like this requires extensive public discourse and careful consideration to avoid unintended consequences. So, there you have it. Governor Umar Bago stands on sermon review in Niger State. This policy, whether viewed as a necessary security measure or an overreach of governmental power, is certainly a topic that demands attention and discussion. We would love to hear your thoughts on this. Do you think this policy is justified for security reasons, or does it cross a line regarding religious freedom? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to Obas Trending Gist for more in-depth analysis on trending topics. Until next time, stay informed and keep the conversation going.